Don't kill your company with shitty employees. Here's how to hire the best. All right, guys, I've made almost every single mistake when it comes to hiring people that you could make in the last 9 years. I've gone from freelancers, full-time employees, high-paid employees, low-paid employees, people that I kind of got a weird feeling about, people that I loved that ended up sucking. I've made every mistake, so learn from my mistakes and these key 3 things that we do whenever we hire new people. All right, 3 points for you to chew on right now. Number 1, you've heard the phrase, hire fast, fire faster. If you haven't, that is an actual phrase that's talked about a lot in the last 5 years. I love that phrase. There are times when I do not live by that phrase. There are times when there have been people that are employed by us, hopefully not watching this video to throw me any hate, people employed by us over the last 3 to 5, 6 years that were part of the team for too long. They did not fit the culture. They did not have good skills. They did not have a good work ethic. They didn't hold our company core values, and we let them stay around for too long. I would love to just say, you know what? You're fucking out. You're fucking out! That's what I want to be like. Like Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down say, you're fucking out, you don't fit. However, from an HR standpoint, from a business ownership standpoint, you got to make sure that you give people chances, which I'm all about. I'm the person in the room that says, no, you know what? Maybe it wasn't their fault. Give them another chance. But you got to build that case. I know all of you manufacturing industrial people, all you B2B businesses, anybody out there, you know, you don't want to have to pay unemployment. If somebody sucks at their job, you prefer not to pay unemployment. In order to not pay unemployment, you have to make sure that you give them warnings and write-ups in accordance with state law. So you have to say, hey, look, you didn't do this right. Here's a warning. Verbal, sign it, all that stuff. You want to coach them. You want to try and make it work with them. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, you got to just get rid of them. I wish that I could just come in and say, they're not working day 2, day 22, year 2. It's not working. They suck. Get them the fuck out. Fire them today. You're going to protect your business a lot better than that. If you guys would fire people fast, you would not run into as many issues. It's too much waiting, especially in sales, giving somebody 6 months, 9 months, 12 months to see if they can figure it out, see if they can earn their keep. No, but you guys need to fire people that are not cutting it. If they do not have your company core values, if they don't have the skills, if you're not coaching them, if you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, if they are a pain in the ass, if they are cancer in your company. We've had issues with that here. Somebody doesn't like working here. They're not in it anymore. They're not doing a good job. They think they're doing a good job, but they're not. Then they go and just spread their shit talking to other employees. Then you get another employee. It's like, yeah, you know what? That is an issue. I'll cut them all out. I want to get rid of them all. We've had to do it. We've done it this year. I did it years ago. I'll do it again. You want to prevent it by asking the right questions in the interview process, but you never know what you're going to get. You're asking to marry somebody after only seeing them 2 times and seeing their credentials on a piece of paper. You're gonna get it wrong. So when you make those mistakes, get rid of those people. Number 2 thing that I learned about a decade ago is that anybody here that is going to be employed must, first step, send me a 1-minute video explaining why you feel like you're the best fit for this position. I do not care if you're on the video team, account management, sales, marketing, automation, none of that matters. A writer. You have to send me a 1-minute video explaining why you're the best fit. Now, you're gonna get some pushback from people on that. We've had 50, 60 people apply to a position. We had 10, 20 people that said, hey, we wanna send them a request for a video. Out of 10, 20 people, you get 1 or 2 people that actually send the video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna do that over the weekend. The reason why you're sending them video is not to judge them based on how they look or are they good on camera. They may not be in a position where they're gonna have to be client facing for the most part. But you want to see, is somebody willing to get out of their comfort zone? They're willing to go above and beyond, go the extra mile and say, that's not something that I would normally do, but I'm interested in this position. I'm willing to do it for you. It does not matter if it's scripted, done on the phone, texted to you, emailed to you, done through the computer. None of that matters. You just ask somebody, hey, send me a 1-minute video explaining why you feel like you'd be the best fit for this position. If that's something that you agree with, make that a requirement in your process. And you think, oh, well, I'm gonna have to deal with state laws. Who cares? People are gonna complain. They're just trying to judge me. No, I'm trying to see if you're gonna go the extra mile in the get-go, because I don't have time to waste, and I don't wanna waste my time on you if you're not willing to do that. If you're gonna give me pushback from that, you're gonna give me pushback in other areas, you're off the list. So start there, require that 1-minute video, and then only talk to those people after that submit it. I don't care what you look like, I wanna see if you actually give a shit. Number 3, and I feel like this is also so important, is you gotta focus on the culture versus the skills. So the way that we do things here is that the first interview process is typically virtual. They've already submitted a 1-minute video. We've already looked at the resume. Then you get into the skills question. Can you do this job? Again, it does not matter if you're doing on the video team, account management, automation, writers, SEO, web. None of that stuff matters. You gotta assess the skills. Do they have the skills? That could be just you as a manager. You could have a team of a couple people. You bring them in for an in-person interview. Then there you want to again talk about the skills. See, can they do the job? While you have one person on your team that's looking at things from a different perspective, that's the culture side. Do they fit your culture? What can you ask them in that interview process that gets the answers out that you care about the most? I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you can't ask these questions, you can't ask those questions. I don't care about any of that. I'll ask whatever question I want because I'll figure out a way to work it into the conversation. If they open a door, I'm going to kick that thing open and keep asking questions. Nobody's ever felt uncomfortable. And I think that if we polled the team here, people would be like, yeah, there was some weird questions asked in that interview, but I like the vibe and they like to work here. My role in it is I typically don't go after the skills. I don't care about the skills. Somebody's in here being interviewed, does not matter the team. I come in for 10, 15 minutes. I do rapid fire questions strictly about the culture fit. I want to know about their personalities. I'll ask questions like, if you're on the weekend, if it's nice outside, what are you doing? If it's not nice outside, what are you doing? What type of music do you listen to? What type of places do you like to go and shop at? What do you do on the weekend? What do you get enjoyment out of? What are your hobbies? I'll even get into understanding what is something that annoys you at work that people do. What pet peeves do you have? What type of environment do you like to work in? To listen to music when you work, or do you like it silent? When you're in a meeting, do you take notes? Do you take notes on paper? Do you take notes on the computer? I care about those things that most people learn about once they've hired them. I don't want to commit to anybody until I understand their little quirks, issues that they could have in the office, because I'm trying to have some foresight and say, this person, they're gonna be in this room or sitting around these people. I know their personalities. This is not gonna work. So I always look at it from a culture standpoint. I can take somebody that has a massive culture fit of wanting to be the best, competitive, willing to put in the work, owning their actions and being accountable. All of our 10 core values. I can take somebody like that and teach them any skills that they need to learn, or allow them to teach themselves, or put them in some sort of program for them to be taught. Typically, it's us teaching ourselves. I cannot work with somebody that has the skills, that can come in and knock it out of the park in day one, but in month 3, 6, 9, 12 becomes an issue because they are not a culture fit. So I go culture first, skills second. That's the type of culture we have here. If it doesn't fit for most people, they don't work here. So guys, like I said, the biggest point, hire fast, fire faster. Send them that 1-minute video, make people feel uncomfortable and say, I want you to send me a 1-minute video explaining why you're the best fit. And number 3, culture versus skills. Skills can be taught. It's harder to change somebody's personality and make them fit within your culture. If you got value out of this, share it with somebody that you know. Hit subscribe down below, turn on notifications, and I will see you on the next one.